Good morning, welcome. I'm Olivia, and this is my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. The weather has finally cooled down here, so everybody got a smile on their face, and we all have clothes back on again. Just kidding. All right, settle back into the back of the chair. There's some people I can't see, but Cindy knows she likes to be there. And who else is right there? Sue. You okay back there, Sue? Will you be able to get into down dog? Okay.
There's a chair right here.
Yeah. Settle on in. Close your eyes. It's Monday. No matter what your week will bring, let go of all that. And be grateful you got up and out of bed this morning. Take some deep breaths. And then begin to feel that shift from activity and chatter to just stillness. Feel the collarbones move, feel the breastbone lift. As you take that deep breath, feel the belly move. And then feel it draw back in. The diaphragm do its work. Just for no reason, let the corners of your mouth draw up in a smile. And then eyes open. Let's move to the edge of the seat. Nice and tall. Feet right underneath the knees. Just put the hands right there on the thigh muscles. Feel the shoulders draw away from your ears. You want to feel the elbows draw downward towards your hip and downward towards the earth, so even further down. And then find the very tip of the sit bones. So instead of arcing forward or rounding forward, just nice and tall, tip of the sit bones there. Feel them press into the chair. Connect the ribs to the hips. Close your eyes once again. Imagine you're standing on your feet, standing mountain pose. And then in this position, tip the head over to the right. Let that left shoulder drop a little bit here. And then draw the chin down towards the chest. Lift it back so the ear lifts to the ceiling and right back up. And then we'll go the other way. So tip it over and then let that right shoulder drop down. Bring the chin in towards the chest a little bit there. Feel that stretch come down the back of the neck. Lift it up so the crown of the ear is reaching to the ceiling and then right back up. I'm going to look over the right shoulder and I'm going to add my hand to that. Don't feel like you have to do that, but that will allow the muscles of the neck to relax a little bit so they can lengthen. And then we'll go the other way, same thing. Using the hand if you'd like. Roll just the shoulders around. So the arms just sort of go long. Feel that snap, crackle, pop. Oh. One more time. All right, now we're going to get some the rest of the arms to it. One more time. All right, and then back to front. Oh. Release the hands down. Fingers are going to press, palms press to the front, and then I'm going to hinge at the hip. Let my knuckles lift to the ceiling, just a little bit there, and then let the heart come forward, almost like a little baby cobra without any arms. Yeah. Hands on the knees. Tuck the tailbone. Scoop in the belly. tip of the sit bones again, and we hinge forward. As you reach back, bring the heart forward, little baby cobra. All the way up. Tuck the tailbone, scoop in the belly, stretch across the back. One more time, nice and tall. Hinge at the hip, lift, stretch the fingers back, but bring the heart forward. Oh, it should feel so good. All the way up, and then round back. All right, let's reach that right arm up to the ceiling, and then plug the shoulder back in where it belongs, right there. We arc over. And you know what? Let's just wave. Yeah, let's just wave. You're keeping that shoulder plugged in to where it belongs. You feel those core muscles fire on when you do this. All right. Take the hand behind the head. You're going to bring that knee up. Use your hand if you need to. That's okay. Or bring it up. And roll back that on that tailbone there. One more time. And back. All right, we take that other arm up. And again, draw that shoulder back. And we're just going to wave the arm. Feel both feet very grounded. Both sit bones are grounded, so I'm not lifting off the sit bone. And back and forth. And again. Just a little focus, a little concentration on what you're doing here. All right, behind the head. Exhale. And inhale. Lift the knee if you need to, or don't do that part at all. It's up to you. This is where you pick and choose your own adventure today. Two more. And one more. All right, hands to the heart. Deep breath in. And press the knuckles forward. Come back. Lift up on the elbows. We add this rotation. I'm going to keep the thumb right there at my heart and back. Deep breath in. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. Here's the exhale. Other way. Exhale. Exhale. Just moving that upper body. And I like this because you can't move the low half because you're sitting on it, right? When we stand, it's a little more challenging. You start to move the feet and the hips, but right here. Okay, come back to the center. Lifting up on the elbows just a little bit, lower the wrist down, get a little different stretch in through the hands and the wrists there, and then we'll go the other way. Yeah, shake them out. All right, let's walk that right foot out, and we're going to start with there and just bring it right back in. Out, and you can slide it, you can lift it, use the toes and kind of snap at the floor there, but everything else is nice and still. Turn my body, head over, heart over, pelvis. And again, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee up. Okay. And then extend it out through the heel. Bring it up to the ceiling. Extend it out. Up to the ceiling, sit tall. Maybe you go back a little bit there. See if you can sit up tall and back. And all the way up, out. And let's, oh, you know what? Let's do this now. Let's use the hand on it. Flexing the foot here. My left foot is grounded. And one more time. All right, so out in front. Nice and tall. Edge of the seat right here. This leg is straight, but it's not locked, right? Toe to the ceiling. I'm going to hinge at the hip. Keep the heart coming forward. All right. Watch we don't round back. Shoulders back, heart forward. Take a breath. Maybe release, look towards the earth. Hands on that left side, both hands on the thigh. And round the spine back up. Round the spine and roll back up. Okay, we're going to take this foot out here. And same here. You're going to use the toes and pop it right back in. And again, it's kind of a nice rhythm to do this too. Don't get it. Couple more. I'm using my foot, all right? Snap at the floor. All right. And one more time. Come on back in. So lift that leg up. Now, sit up taller, pull it up towards the ceiling, and then exhale all the way up. Pull the toes back to you. And again, inhale, we lift a little higher. Exhale. Use the hands if you need to. And again, or don't if you don't. It's up to you, all right? And out. 2 more. one. All right, now bring it in, hold it here. We circle this around. And if you need to be on the ground, that's okay. All right. Now let's drop the toe down to the ground. And then I'm just going to bring my knee in and out. You could put the ball of the foot on the ground. You could probably put the whole foot on the ground, but just in and out. Yeah, I have to tip this down just a little bit. There. All right, okay. And then let's take the other side. So the toe goes on the ground, and the ball of the foot, whatever works here. Just to swing that knee in and out. Yeah. All right, take the soles of the feet together. Sit tall. Maybe opening the knees, just gently with your hands there. All right, and then feet on the ground, deep breath in. Hinge at the hip, forward fold. Look towards the earth, and then we're going to halfway rise. Hands come on the shins, let that heart come forward. You work the back here. Exhale, look towards the earth, all the way back up. And left hand down, circle back. And then reach to me as if you're going to shake my hand. Thumb up. Reach through that little finger. And again. And reach. When you go back, if you'd like to tuck that tailbone because you got to reach back a little bit further, that's okay. Scoop in the belly then. And one more time. Okay, we're going to stay here. Arm out to the side. So I'm hinged at the hip. Swing that arm in front. And then out to the side, maybe up high. See if you can take your gaze with it. So you're going to turn that head with it. Don't get dizzy, take it slow. And again. And one more time. All the way up, let it pull you back up. Deep breath in. Another vinyasa, forward fold, halfway rise. Release and reverse swan dive all the way back up. All right, we reach back and just come to the front. Oh. And again, see if you can get into that low back with this stretch. Stretch through that little finger. And again, reaching forward. 2 more. And last one. All right, now we're going to stay in this hinge position here. Out to the side. Look towards the earth. All right, swing it in front. Let your gaze follow your hand, if that works for you. And I'm using my right hand on my thigh for support. One more time. Let it pull you right back up. Deep breath in. This time, tuck the tailbone underneath you. All the way up. Forward fold. Let's take that halfway rise. Exhale, look towards the earth. Reverse swan dive. Hands back to the heart. We're going to scoop in that belly. Roll back. Yes. Lift. And forward fold. Halfway rise. Exhale. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. All right, feet underneath you. We're going to stand up. We're going to do it 8 times. Up quickly, squeeze the glutes, ease back down to the seat. You don't have to sit back down. You can go halfway. You can just tap. It's up to you. But here we go. We're going to start up. Give the glutes a squeeze. Your choice now. You can go down halfway. You can tap the seat. You can sit back down and relax. If you want to do only one, that's okay. Let's keep the feet maybe chair width apart here, though. This is going to look like real live squats, okay? You can use the hands on the thighs if you'd like. Is anybody counting?
22.
You'd think I'd learn not to ask. And again. Squeeze. Squeeze. Okay. One more time. We're going to go down really slow now. And we're going to come up really slow as well. And then we're done. All the way up. Okay. Shake out. I'm going to curl the heel into your seat a little bit. We're going to move around to the back of the chair. Grab a drink of water, please. All right. So around to the back of the chair. First, let's find mountain pose. Heels underneath the sit bones, right? So they're not chair width apart like they were when we were squatting, and they're not locked up next to one another. They're underneath heels underneath the sit bones. And then as you turn the tailbone towards the earth, the knees will soften. All right, so we don't want to lock the knees out. Keep them a little bit soft. Connecting these ribs and hips, the abdominal muscles should feel really firm. Give them a little poke. You should feel them in there somewhere. It's all right. All right, and then let the shoulder heads draw towards the side walls, broad collarbones. Put ever so slight tuck in the chin. See if you can get the crown of the head as tall as you can be. Yeah. Nice. All right, left hand there. I'm going to reach over, let my hips push over to the left, and that's the right. And then pass through the center. I'm going to go the other way. And let's do that again. Level this out. Use the chair if you need to, don't if you don't. Now we often do this in the seat. Today we're going to do it standing. And again. And one more time. All right, both hands up. Let's hand to the chair and step back just about halfway because we're going to take some standing cat and cow today. So on an inhale, I'm going to press the heel of the hand into the chair. Bring the heart forward and let the hips push forward a little bit. And then exhale, bend the knees, soften the elbows, scoop in the belly, chin comes towards your chest. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders around, lift the heart, front body stretches, exhale, round the back body stretches. And again, one more like this, and round. And then I'm going to step the right foot forward and left foot back, and we're going to try it this way. Roll up on the ball of the foot with the left, and then as you round the spine, lift the front toe. And again, foot goes down, heel comes up, heel goes down, toe goes up. Scoop in that belly too to stretch across the back. One more time. And release. Okay, step forward, we switch feet, heart forward, exhale, round back. Oh. And again, push up so we get a little stretch in through the feet and the calf as well. 2 more times. Exhale. All right, last time. This time I want you to step back to downward facing dog. So you'll have to step back a little bit further. Take the feet a little bit wider. Hinge at the hip. Soften the knee as much as you need to do that. And point that tailbone to the back wall. Breathe into those back ribs and pull that navel inward. Over the chair, step the right foot in. We're going to turn to that left wall and both arms up, coming into star pose. And here comes some sunflowers. Hinge at the hip and back up. Now, if you need that chair, put your right hand on it. I want you to bend the knees. I want you to hinge at the hip. Don't let your head fall below your heart. That's the key to this. So watch we don't you have to bend the knees. Yeah, otherwise you're going to fall forward and head goes below the heart. And that's why that chair is ever so nice. One more time. All right. In this position, bring both hands to the chair, and you've got that back heel up there, right? All right, so drop down into it, then rise up. And again, sink down and rise up, down and up. And one more time, and then I want you to turn that heel in just a little bit and the toe out, and we're going to find warrior one. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight, and here we are. Drop the shoulders. And we're going to do that wave again. All right, side to side. So it's the rib cage moving because everything from the navel is solid, right? And if you need one hand on the chair, please do it. 2 more. Hinge at the hip, bring the hands back. You've got this beach ball back here you're holding on to. Front knee is still over the ankle right there. I'm going to swing the arms up, bring them right by the face, long line from the fingers to the heel, and if you need one hand on the chair, please do it. Step that back foot in, reach to the ceiling, upward salute. And we'll go this way and we'll take moonflowers. All right, so the toes are turned out. We're going to sink into the knees and back up. Well, we're going to keep the upper body straight now. Just lower the elbows and right back up. And again, sink. Shoulders on that wall behind you as best you can. Sinking down and up. 2 more. Last one. All right, both hands on the chair. You're going to lift that back heel. Right. And then drop the heel. Little stretch in the calf. Right up. Drop the heel. And right up. Articulating that foot as best you can. It's a little more challenging when you've got shoes on, but still good. Still great stretch. And again. All right, so now we're going to drop that heel inward, toe out, reposition your feet, knee over the ankle, back leg straight, everything working, right? Here we go, warrior one. Drop your shoulders and hold on. Now fire on your feet. I want you to imagine the feet were starting to slip, all right? So you have to pull inward and upward here so that doesn't happen. Ribs and hips are connected here. We have a little bit of a wave, if you'd like. Strong legs. All right, we hinge at the hip. Beach ball's right there on your backside now. Slide it down towards the heels. So the shoulders come away from your ears. Fire on the core, and we reach. One hand on the chair if you need it. Protect your low back, that's okay. Reach the fingers far away from the shoulders, but far away from the heel, but plug the shoulders back in where they belong. Yeah, and then lift it out, deep breath in. Step both feet together, reach to the ceiling, and let's step back and take that vinyasa. Okay, here we go. Here's the exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees. Here's the inhale. Hands to the quadricep muscles. You're looking in front. That back goes flat. Exhale, release, and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, soften the knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, look towards the toes, and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Beautiful. And down. All right, shake out. Have a drink of water. Come back. There is a nice breeze today, that's for sure. Okay, so you've got space between you and the chair here. Step that right foot in. Step back on the left, and let's see if we can keep that heel lifted now. Okay, we'll take a few lunges here. So a little lower. Come right back up. Not much, just a little bit. And right back up. And again. Now maybe you have found some balance here. All right. One more time. And let's lower down and see if we can hold this. One hand on the chair if you need it. I'm going to swing that arm back. To the back diagonal. Thumb to the ceiling always. Palm faces that right wall. Maybe you find balance and you want to release that left hand over the chair to me. It's up to you. Beautiful. Drop that back hand. Let them sweep up. And we're going to come to the chair. I'm going to pop that back foot from the earth. So flex the foot. Draw the toe in towards the knee. And we hold. Nice. Use the opposite arm. We're reaching up. I've got one hand on the chair here. Now, thumb and heel are going to do this little pulse, squeezing that glute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. See if we can get the longest line from the fingertips to the heel. Drop that hand, bring that knee in towards the elbow or the chair, and press it right back out. And again, in towards the elbow. Bring the elbow down there. And again. Yes. One more time. And back. Step back. Put that on the ground and we'll come into pyramid pose. So my feet are on skis, railroad tracks. I'm going to come away from the chair, still mountain pose. Little soft bend. Right here, I want you to lift, see if you can lift those hips to high beam right there so they're not coming forward. Tailbone towards the earth. Deep breath in. Bring the hands back to the heart. All right, from here, I'm going to hinge at the hip, lift the knuckles to the ceiling. That heart is going to kind of arc over the chair there. All right, bringing the heart forward to me. You should feel a nice lengthen in the back of that front leg as you do this. Circle sweep the arms, bring them right back in. Step that foot together, and we'll take the other side. So if you remember, that heel should be up in the back, all right? And we're going to line. Just dropping that back knee just a little bit. You decide how deep you want to take this. What I don't want you to do is drop the heel when you bend that knee, because that's tough range of motion around that Achilles. Just lower down and back up, keeping that heel up the whole time. And again. Lovely. Okay. Hold this here. Nice and tall. This is really just here for balance, but go ahead and keep your right hand on it. I'm going to add this rotation to the left, thumb to the ceiling, and maybe you find balance enough that you could release that right hand right over the chair to me. Easy enough. It's up to you now. All right, circle sweep, both arms up. And we're going to pop that back foot up. So pull that toe towards the knee, straighten that leg right there. Let's try not to hang off the chair. All right, see if you can keep your body right parallel to the chair there. And we'll take the left arm up. Maybe you can get it by your face. Thumb in the heel. We're just going to take this little pulse up. Every time you do that, you want to feel this glute tighten, right? Little pulse. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. A little more work. And then from here, bring it into the knee and press it back. Move slowly. Move with intention. And back. Two more. And last one. All right, step it back on the railroad tracks. All parts of your feet on the ground so you can come away from it. Pyramid pose. Deep breath in. Let's take the gaze up this time. I'm going to take this candlestick pose. But then plug your shoulders back where they belong. See if you can take the heart up, which means the gaze is going to go up. Right? Soft knees. And here we go. We're going to hinge at the hip. Bring the shoulders back. And let that heart come forward to me. And look towards the edge of the chair, but bring the heart forward still to me. Shoulder blades squeezing together. All right. And coming out of this, use the chair if you need to. I'm going to push back. And we'll take that vinyasa. Inhale. We exhale. We inhale, heart forward, hands to the quads. Exhale, they slide down towards the calf muscles. Look towards the earth and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Deep breath in. One more time. 2 breath cycle. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. Look at that small child right there. Exhale, look towards the earth and reverse swan dive all the way back up. Lovely. Hands back into the heart. Take your feet into mountain pose. So I need to move mine apart just a little bit. We're going to come into chair pose here with the hands here at the heart. Deep breath in. Now, when I say chair pose, I want you to imagine there's a chair behind you. You're going to sit in it, right? So you have to stick your seat out there. Lovely. And then turn the tailbone towards the earth a little bit as you lift the heart. You should feel fun things happen to your back right there, right? Left hand down. Maybe we can let that right hand slide to the back pocket. Look to that wall. Come back, hands at the heart, deep breath. We switch. Slide it to the back pocket. Just glance and be sure you can see your toes. Oh yeah, they're there. All right, and back to the front. All the way back up, nice and slow. Reach. And down. All right, shake out. Just this loose arm swing. Let her go. Yep. You want to curl the heel into? That's fine. Have a drink of water. Okay, little hip work. You decide what's going to be good for you today, all right? I've got my left foot behind the chair. I'm going to slide my right foot out to the side without leaning over. See if you can keep that body upright. And I'm just going to pulse up right there. So the toe's going to face right straight to the front first. All right. And then like everybody wants to do, turn the toe to the ceiling and pulse. See if you can get that body upright. And like everybody doesn't want to do, turn the toe to the earth and pulse the heel up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out on it and push back and hold it right here. So sink into that supporting leg and come right back up. Now we work the muscles in the left leg. And again, just a little bend. And if you're able to, try balance. I'm working too, gang. 2 more. And last one. All right. Shake that leg out. Shake both legs out. And go the other side. So slide it out. A little micro bend in the supporting leg, toes facing the front, and you're just going to pulse that up there. I'm going to feel this right in the side right here. All right, now like everybody wants to do, turn the toe to the ceiling and pulse up. Easy stuff, right? That's because large muscle group. That's why that's so easy. All right. And then we're going to turn it the other way. Notice the rotation in the hip that's happening here as well. So pulse that heel up. Ella, I know you're finding what's going to work for you here. That's actually why I did this. I thought, yeah, we'll see. You do what you need to do here. And what was the last thing I did? I look at Shelley. She hadn't even been here, and she remembered.
We go back and then we balance.
Okay, all right. So we're going to balance here and then sink into that knee. And maybe you can balance. Just ever so slight bend. I want you to feel all part of that foot on the earth here. So you're using the toes, right? One more time. All right, let's step on back. Downward facing dog. And any movements you need here. Maybe you need to tuck the tailbone. Maybe you need to release it, draw the tailbone back. Maybe you want to sink into one knee or the other. And let's bring the hands back to the thighs. And here we go, that reverse swan dive. Forward fold. Halfway rise, hands come to the thigh, nice straight back. Forward fold, reverse. Come into chair pose, sink back, tailbone back. And you're pushing that tailbone back so you can see the toes, heart forward. Deep breath, do it again, forward fold. Halfway rise. Exhale, and reverse swan dive. Okay, one more chair pose. Make sure you can see your toes, tailbone to the earth, heart forward. You should really feel that back work when you do that. And then reach to the ceiling, deep breath in. And back. Okay, drink of water. We come back, we balance again. Legs ready for it, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay. Tree pose is going to end up in something else first. Remember, the easiest tree pose is simply like a sapling pose. Drop your heel to your ankle there. See if you can balance. It has to start with that upright body. It's going to be hard to balance this way. So upright body. And let's see if we have branches with our sapling first. All right, and then bring the hands to the chair. Maybe we're going to bring that foot up to the calf and press it into. And if you're doing that and this is where you're going to stay, that is just fine. We'll go through the same exercise. If you feel like you want to take the hands off but still need the toe down there, put it down. So we start with this. And then we see if our tree has any branches. Maybe your heel needs to go back to the ankle again. Hands back to the chair. We're going to step that toe out, lift that heel, and come into warrior two. Beautiful. So knee over the ankle, back leg is straight, head over heart over pelvis, and turning the gaze over the two peace fingers there. Reach to your neighbor off to the left, and the neighbor to the right. And let's go palm to the ceiling, lifting up. Use the chair if you need to. Plug that shoulder back. Draw it back in where it belongs. And down. See that knee is tracking in the direction of the big toe, second toe. Maybe turn to the front. Maybe turn to the ceiling. Maybe drop your hand to the chair. Maybe drop both hands to the chair. It's up to you. All right, we level this back out. Walk that foot back in, toe heel. That's an intentional move, all right? And then we lift that heel on the other side. It stays right there in the ankle, and then you find your mountain pose. And maybe you don't need the chair. And maybe your little baby tree has arms. Again, plug the shoulders back in. Drop them away from your ears. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Everybody's got that. Okay, now take my hands down. Reposition my foot. Maybe yours is going to stay there. Maybe you'll stay here with hands on the chair. Let's try the same exercise. And then maybe you have trees, branches. Step that foot out. Find our warrior two shape. Your feet are wherever they need to be. Knee over the ankle, back leg straight. Puff, arms go out. Turning the gaze if you can over those two-piece fingers. You need to drop one hand in the chair, it's okay. Looks beautiful, gang. Wow. All right, palm to the ceiling. We go into reverse first. And then plug that shoulder back in. You feel the ribs and the hips connect. You get really, really solid. Squeezing the glutes. Press the toes into your shoes or the earth. Anytime you need that chair, use it. Here we go. We come into side angle. I like to look down and be sure my toe is lined up with my knee. Look to the front. Maybe look to the ceiling. Use the chair, move it however you need to, or not. All right, let's level this back out. Head over heart over pelvis. We're going to walk that foot back in with intention. Little shake, downward facing dog. Step on back. The deepest breath you've taken. Maybe open your mouth and exhale now. And any movement you need, the tip of the pelvis, a swing of the tailbone, bend the knees, deepen the bend, deepen the shoulder stretch, or round the spine and tuck the tailbone. Try them all and see what feels good. Great. All right, gazing over the chair, walk on into it. And a little loose arm swing. All right. Oh, grab a drink of water. We shall sit back down. Where does time go? Where do the weeks go, right? 2 weeks left in this month. I can't believe it.
After the 15th.
All right, still the edge of the seat, if you will. We're going to drop that right knee out to the side. And maybe using the hand, give it a little extra love. All right, and then coming into our figure four, you know, if you've had hip replacement, knee replacement, this is not your cup of tea. Don't feel like you have to do this. I love to start it like this, slide it right on up, and then grab it when you can. All right, but go ahead and leave that foot right down there on the earth if that's what your choices for the day, that's just fine. And then see if we can press that low back forward. This foot's going to stay flexed. And we're going to try one more thing today. Now cross your arms in this I Dream a Genie style. And with these left fingers, pull over and rotate away from that knee. And see how that feels. Drop your shoulders, plug them back into where they belong, and breathe. Come back to the center. We'll go the other way. Use the right fingers and draw that elbow over. Not entirely across, just give it a little extra love, a little pull. And then back to the front. Now right between that space, up over your, oh super, up over your head and back down. Let's slide that leg out. I'm going to keep the heel on the ground. You feel free to put the toe down if that works better for you. Left hand on the chair, and we scoop up. Now maybe this left elbow wants to make its way back to the chair for a little more stability. Wild thing. Here we go. And reach. Alright, bring that foot on the ground. Circle that arm down and around. I'm going to drop that other foot out to the side. The love, you can keep it right there if you'd like. That's fine. Otherwise, we're going to slide that heel up the shin, grab wherever you need to. Okay, press that low back forward, keep that foot flexed. And here we go, same thing. We're going to cross the arms. We're going to twist away from the knee first. So I'm going to use my right hand and get this little twist. I'll give you a little different sensation there, right? And then we go pass through the center. Drop your shoulders, everyone. A little twist. Back through to the center. Take a breath. All right. That was for my own benefit. I was holding my breath. Oh, okay, foot on the ground if that feels better to you. Otherwise, press the heel into the earth. I'm going to hold on to the chair. Maybe your elbow will make it back. Maybe it won't. Here we go. Nice wild thing. Oh, yeah. All right, bring that foot in. Circle around. Let's come into powerful pose. I'm going to hinge at the hip. Heart comes forward. Push the sit bones, push the tailbone back towards the chair. But bring the heart forward. You can take goalpost arms, that's okay. That's too much. I could stay here all day. Left hand down. Reach that right arm like a good name. Wave to somebody over there. So palm face you got right along. Sit up, bring it across the body. Okay, other side. Same thing. Powerful pose. You can also take goalpost arms. Push the sit bones back to the chair. Bring the heart forward. Y'all feel good stuff happening in that low back when you do that? Okay, good. I hope so. All right. Drop that hand. Wave to your neighbor. Let that right shoulder drop. Beautiful. All right. Both hands down. In this position, heart forward, little baby cobra. Elbows tuck in. We're going to round back, tuck the tailbone. Scoop in the belly. Drop the chin towards your chest. Oh my goodness. Stretch. Breathe across the back now. And then come all the way back up. We're going to walk back, one hip at a time. So lifting it. All the way to the back of the chair. Let's take the legs out in the front. Sit bent against the back of the chair and arms up as well. L-sit, we call this. Plug your shoulders back in. And we're going to wiggle and shake and drop everything back. Any stretch you feel like you need and didn't get. And we settle into the chair once again. Draw the shoulder blades underneath you. Take one very deep breath. And then come back, just that breathing rhythm that works for you right now. You need a few more deep breaths, do it. Okay. The world goes on. And those powerful jaw muscles relax. all your fingers and toes. And then wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a squeeze. Take a very deep breath in. And then exhale, hands together at your heart. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart, namaste everyone. Lovely. Lovely work today. All right, this is a regular week for us.